So we've been graphing parabolas in vertex form, and today we're going to learn the counting method, which will just save you some time when graphing. So if we were going to graph this one, hopefully you know that the original graph x squared starts at 0, 0, and we look at our new equation and see that this minus 3 means right 3, and this plus 4 means up 4. So we make those adjustments on our graph, right 3, up 4, and that's our new vertex. So that's where our graph starts. And then we were drawing in our axis of symmetry, and we were picking a point to the right. And so the x value to the right of our vertex is going to be x equals 4. And so we would take that x value and we were plugging it in to our original equation, and then we were simplifying that in our calculator to get our y value. And then we would plot that point. So the point would be at 4, 5. We would mirror it to the other side, and then we would repeat that process. So we would do our next x value, and we'd get our next y, and in this case that would get me 8. So my next point would be 5, 8. And while it's not terribly difficult, it does take a little bit of time. So if we were to just kind of look at this graph, there's actually a pattern you can use. So the pattern for the additional points. If you look at this first one, here's my vertex. When I look at the vertex, I'm going to the right 1, and that's how I got my x is 4, and then I'm going up 1. So the first time I go up 1. The second time, I move to the right again, I'm going up 3. And so this pattern pretty much always happens. So again, if I were to just kind of quickly... So we're going to do the same thing here, but we are going to use the counting method instead of plugging in each x value. So again, your graph normally starts at 0, 0. I have a plus 4 here, which means go left 4. I have a minus 3, which means move down 3. And so my new vertex is going to be at negative 4, negative 3. So my graph is starting here. I have my axis of symmetry still. And hopefully one thing you notice compared to the last equation is I have a 2 out in front here. So what I'm going to do, I know that the pattern is I'm going to move right 1 and up 1. And then again, I'm going to move right 1 and up 3. So that's kind of our pattern. But since I have this 2, I really have to double these values. So instead, I'm going to move right 1, and I'm going to go up 2 this time. So right 1, up 2. Here's my first point, and I'm going to mirror it on the other side. Again, normally I move right 1, up 3, but I have to double it. So I'm going to move up 6 the second time. So right 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want to mirror that on the other side. And if you think about it, this makes sense because I know that 2 means my graph should be getting skinnier, and it definitely got skinnier. So again, the pattern is always right 1, up 1, right 1, up 3. If you have an a value, you are just going to multiply by that a value to get your new pattern.